Tara, when we were talking earlier about acting and like taking acting class, how to get going, what you just described, the growth of that's not just coming and doing a job. That's connecting to a character that you start to embody and grow, and it starts to inform your own life. And has that been one of the trajectory aspects of your career?
Absolutely. There is a serendipitous element to these characters where you feel very connected. You have given them life, they give you life, and it's this like eternity symbol of love that you share with this character, even if they're a bad guy, right? Because whatever someone's origin story is, whatever they went through, you don't know. And so like to visit worlds that you wouldn't normally get to play on camera. I'm not going to play a 10-year-old boy, or wouldn't normally do in person. I feel bad if I've accidentally hurt someone's feelings. I'm certainly not going to take a bat to anyone's head, right? So you get to play all these characters that you would never play in real life. And for me, in my process, I see it in my head. These characters are like sentient in some way where they live up here, and when it's their turn to come out and play, they do. And I feel like I see what they see, right? Because this
you're on stage.
If there's a line and it's whoa, and the line is you see in the stage directions, it says you see a hot guy or you're falling off a cliff, which by the way, that's another reason why you need a good director, because sometimes it's not in the stage directions and she'll be like, whoa, that whoa is because you're falling, not because you see a hot guy. Then you have to be able to see it in your mind. And even yesterday, I was doing an audition right here. This is my home studio. And people ask me all the time, like, oh, how long does it take you? So my process isn't about time. Sometimes I'll do an audition in 5 minutes. I'm like, that's it. And sometimes I'll take 3 hours. And yesterday was 3 hours for one character. And I just kept going in and feeling her and imagining her in these moments. And when there was like a pivotal scene, this just happened to me yesterday. So I'm like, forgive me for rambling, but getting it off my chest. Like at one point I tapped into something where I felt like I could see through her eyes at the dining room table where she was sitting, explaining this thing, and then crazy stuff happens behind her, and I could see it all like I was like in that world. And I think
like you were on stage.
You have to have that.
Several times I'll give that direction to a talent that's not quite getting it. I say, I need you up on stage. I need you to be talking to the entire Full House audience, and I need you to be performing in that tempo at that pace. Completely different read. Another thing along your question, about episode 6 in any of our seasons, I will say at episode 6, my talent will now start telling the creator of his own show or her own show, or the writers, what their characters will and will not do.
She wouldn't say that.
Ownership. Ownership. They take such ownership of these characters. I go, no, I don't do that.
They're like, she wouldn't say that. I know. Or it'll be like, can I say it like this? Because I feel like it would be more like that. Yeah, that happens because you feel like you become part of that character. I feel very connected, especially to most of my bigger characters. I feel very connected to them.